very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you again for taking your time out. We do appreciate the fact that you've chosen MCI to complete your qualification. It really does mean a lot to all of us, and we're happy to be on this journey with you all. We would like to welcome our new students, and also to our new students, please don't worry if you've not received your login details yet. It's been probably one of the busiest weeks we've ever had. Great news that lots and lots of people are enrolling. So our enrolments team are working pretty much around the clock, trying to get everybody enrolled. So if you haven't received your login details, please don't worry, they will be with you by the end of the week. All I will ask is, all you need to do is make sure you complete your commencement task activity if you haven't already done so. That needs to be done by tomorrow. Again, we've got a team of people ringing around students today, so if you don't think you've received the link, don't worry too much, because we will be ringing you later.
Thank you, Michelle.
Okay.
So I'll just quickly go through our agenda for the Mingle. So we'll quickly present the mentor team. We'll be discussing the expectations of your mentor, the difference between an assessor and a mentor, how to contact your mentor, and then the highly awaited competition winners will be announcing at the end of the meeting today. So firstly, we'd like to present our mentor team, starting with our beautiful team leader, Faiza. She's been with MCI for nearly 10 years and is an incredible team leader to the mentor team. Next, we have Michelle. She's a smart and skilled mentor, provides a lot of support to our mentors and to our smart and skilled students as well.
We have the lovely Morgan. And Morgan's an absolute joy to have on the team. She's got a lot of patience, empathy, and is a fantastic support to all of her students.
Thank you. Next, we have Mila. Mila is one of our student mentors. She's working on a casual basis. So Mila's in the office on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Mila looks after a lot of the project management, work health safety courses, excellent mentor, and we love having her on our team. Next, we have Rachel, another one of our excellent mentors, looks after leadership and management, some project management courses as well. Very, very experienced and awesome mentor to have on our team. Georgia is one of our smart and skilled mentors. So Georgia works on a casual basis as well. She doesn't have any set days, but again, provides a lot of support to the mentors and to our smart and skilled students. Belinda is one of our smart and skilled mentors as well. Again, Belinda is working on a casual basis, doesn't have any set days, but does provide a lot of support to the mentor team and our students. Belinda mostly works on Fridays. And we have Shri. Shri is our financial services, accounting, bookkeeping mentor. Shri is casual as well. She only works on Saturdays, but any of her students, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us other mentors throughout the week, and we're more than happy to help with any academic questions, any role plays, anything like that while Shri is out of the office.
Thanks, Morgan. I've just actually put in the comments section, so if you are one of Shree's students and you need to get help more urgently, just email mentors@mci.edu.au, and our mentor team are constantly checking emails in there, so somebody will be able to get back to you a little bit quicker. So there's always support that we can give you. Okay, so the expectations of your mentor and how much support we can actually offer. So we are here to encourage students to become independent learners. So what we are mainly doing is setting goals with students. We will follow up with students and just try to keep you motivated. It's, you know, we've got lots of us have got really busy lives, and it is a juggle between work, study, childcare, you know, all the things that we do each day. So, you know, we wanted you to keep motivated and connected with your course. So I would say that's mainly what we are here for. If there's any questions that you don't understand how to tackle, then we can find out maybe a different way of approaching it and break down the questions, and maybe finding some extra references for you. So that's, another way that we can support you. Now, the assessors, so when you complete a unit, some of you might have already completed several units, it goes to a professional assessor to be marked, and they are field experts. So they are the ones that can tell you if an answer is right or wrong, if you need to provide more information. And they're normally really clear with their feedback, so that then it can be targeted to when you then go to resubmit that question. You've got enough information to be able to then approach it differently. And again, if you get the assessor feedback and you really don't know where you went wrong or how to approach it, you can always check in with your mentor again. And again, they may be able to make some suggestions for you.
So now we'd just like to go through briefly the difference between an assessor and a mentor. So like Michelle mentioned just then, that the assessors are subject matter experts. They are the ones who are grading everything. If your assessments come back as not yet satisfactory, they will provide you with really detailed feedback on how to improve your answer. As a mentor, we're always happy for you to reach out to us if you don't really understand that feedback or not sure how to approach the question a second or third time. So they will give you that detailed feedback, but of course we are happy to help you interpret that and improve your answer. The work will be graded either not yet satisfactory or satisfactory. All of your assessments in the unit must be satisfactory for you to be able to progress to the next unit and for you to be able to receive your qualification as well. So it's either not yet satisfactory or satisfactory. If it's not yet satisfactory, of course, it will be returned to you with that detailed feedback. And if you are a bit unsure about when your unit will be submitted, just know that as soon as it has been submitted, the assessors have been notified. We have had a few students who have raised the issue with us that, it's been a few weeks, been a month that the units haven't been assessed as yet. Please know that the assessors have been notified and they will get to you. It will be graded in order of when it has been submitted. Yeah, just know that they will get to you eventually. Unfortunately, there is a bit of a backlog at the moment, but it will be graded and you will be receiving that feedback if necessary. And as a mentor, like Michelle mentioned before, we'll be reaching out to you every 2 to 3 weeks to set goals with you. Make sure that you're on track if you're a smart and skilled student, you have those progression requirements, and just make sure that you're able to complete your course on time. We are also happy for you to reach out to us if you're needing admin support, if you'd like your next unit to be released a little bit early, if you have questions about grading, when it'll be graded, any admin or even some accounts requests, send those through to us and we're happy to sort those out for you. Role play support is another big one. We do multiple role plays a day. So please feel free to reach out to us if you're stuck with a role play, maybe not sure how to approach it, struggling to find people to do it with you or a time when everyone's available. Just reach out to your mentor, book in a time with us. If you can, prepare that script as well, and we're happy to invite other mentors to assist with the role play as well. And as I mentioned briefly before, we're happy to assist with any resubmissions. So if an assessor comes back, the feedback is, a little bit confusing, you're not sure where to go, let us know. We're happy to interpret that feedback for you, help point you in the right direction.
Thanks, Morgan. Before you move on, Jeremy's just asked a really good question. And by the way, we will have a question answer session at the end, which you can type in the chat. So Jeremy was asking, are assessments pass fail, or are there gradings in the pass, for example, distinction, merit path, etc. So it's you will be marked as either competent or satisfactory. So it is pretty much, you could translate that to a pass. And so each question will be marked as being satisfactory or competent. If any questions are deemed not yet satisfactory or not yet competent, that's where the assessor will give the feedback for those particular questions. So you don't need to resubmit the whole unit again. It might be just one or two questions that they may ask for a little bit more information on. So I hope that helps, Jeremy. And then Zaga, you've asked what is the time frame for assessors to assess our work module. We like to work on a 14 business day turnaround, but as Morgan said, sometimes it can be much quicker, but at the minute it's a really busy time of year, so it might be taking a little bit longer, but it's normally around a 2-week turnaround. Okay, thanks, Morgan.
Thank you. So how to contact your mentor. So firstly, email. You should have your mentor's email address. If not, let us know and we can get their contact details sent to you. Or we do have a joint mentors inbox. So that's mentors@mci.edu.au. So if your mentor only works, a few days a week, or they're on leave at the moment, feel free to send through an email to our joint mentors inbox, and that goes for any of Shree's students as well. So Shree works only on Saturdays, so please feel free to send through any questions to our joint mentors inbox, and then someone will be in touch with you within 1 to 2 business days. We do have a phone number that you can call, so that will go through to our service centre. The number is 1300 658 388. That goes through to our service centre. They'll take as much information from you as they can, and then they will let your mentor know to get in touch with you. We also have booking links as well, so you should also have your mentor's booking link. I think sometimes the service centre can also book in a time with your mentor, so feel free to request that as well if you'd like your mentor to call you at a specific time. Or if you have your mentor's booking link, feel free to jump on there and schedule a specific time to speak with them over the phone. The booking link is also a really good way to schedule in your role plays. So there will be an option to select whether the booking is a role play. If you can put in the assessment task question number and then how many mentors you'll be needing, then your mentor can make that booking into a Teams meeting, and then you'll conduct the role play that way. And then lastly, we have our support request form. So those are for our Certificate 3 students. Their learning platform is Moodle. So you'll see the support request form on your dashboard. It'll be on the right-hand side. You'll just need to enter a little bit of information about the question that you're working on, the question or query that you have. I know for a lot of the students, the mentor name will not be your actual mentor. So please don't stress about that. It's just a default name. I think a lot of the time it's either Maleki or Emma. But don't worry if it doesn't say your actual mentor's name. Those support request forms will be sent to all of the mentors. We do have a specific day when each mentor is working on those forms, and they will allocate that support request to your specific mentor. So feel free to use that in Moodle. And we normally have about a 1 to 2 business day turnaround for those support request forms as well. And just quickly, our working hours are 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. If you do have a question over the weekend, feel free to send an email to your mentor, the mentor's inbox, or that support request form, and then we'll get back to you as soon as we can on either Monday or Tuesday, or the start of that next working week. So our challenge competition, we're about to announce the winners. So for those of you who don't know, we had a competition running from the 15th of May to the 18th of June. We had different challenges each week. I think the first week was, what was the first competition, Michelle? Do you remember? I think you had to make a booking with your mentor. The second week was join the Facebook group. and post something in the Facebook group. The second one was do some research, some extra research about an assessment or the unit that you're working on. And then our fourth challenge was to submit a full unit, or was it 2 full
Yeah,
units?
a
A
full
full
unit.
unit.
Yeah.
So the winners of our competition, so we have 4 winners to announce today. All 4 winners will receive a $50 care package voucher, and one of our lucky winners will also receive a personal letter of recommendation from our founder and director, Denise. So our winners today, firstly, we have Michelle Badato. You'll be winning a voucher and the personal letter of recommendation from Denise. Kylie Wright, congratulations. You've won a voucher for our care package. John Morrison, congratulations. You've also won a voucher. And Shelley Santa Rosa, you've won a voucher. So congratulations to all of our winners. Lots of hard work put into completing each challenge of the competition. So congratulations to all of you. Well done.
Okay, so question time. There's already a few questions in the chat. So I'll go back to
Awesome.
Sandra. So Sandra's asking, does resubmission work have to be completed in a certain time frame? Kind of yes and no. There's no official answer to that, but we would always say try and resubmit sooner rather than later, while that unit and the information you learnt in that unit is still fresh in your mind. I would say try and resubmit within a week of receiving feedback. Would you agree, Morgan?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just it will just, if you try and go back to it, a month later, I think it's hard to get back into the groove of that unit and the question that you were
Mm-hmm.
working on. So I would say try and resubmit within a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one, if you want to answer this one, Morgan, is if
Mm-hmm.
competency is marked by question, does that mean that there is only one pass mark, i.e., 100%?
It depends on the question. So I know with EduWorks, with the written questions, there are a lot of the times it's, out of 3 or out of 4. So there you could sometimes you do receive, a 2 out of 3 grade, but it will still be marked as not yet satisfactory. So you need to have all questions correct, everything competent to receive that pass, that 100% grade. I don't know if that answers the question, hopefully.
Yeah, I think so. And then Jessica, you've said, I found the quiz questions to be open to interpretation. Can our mentor assist with interpreting the questions, or do we need to submit a response based on our interpretation and wait for the assessor feedback? So Jessica, I think let me just have a quick look. You might be referring to the quiz questions in within your learning platform of EduWorks. So yeah, you will find that within those quiz questions that even though you've got lots of learning materials to read through, that all the quiz questions, the answers aren't necessarily going to be in those learning materials. The way that the platform is designed is, we give you a bunch of information that you do need to know and is relevant for your course. However, we do encourage you as well to do your own research. So if it's not an answer that's black or white, or you can't find it within the information, then yeah, please go ahead, answer it to the best of your ability, do your own research. And you're absolutely right. The assessor will give you feedback if they think that you're not on the quite on the right track. But we always say submit your answer first, especially on your first submission. Always just give it your best shot. Because you will always be allowed resubmissions. 2 resubmissions definitely. There is no charge for 3 submissions. There is sometimes a resubmission fee if you have to submit the same unit more than 3 times, but then I would say definitely reach out to your mentor if you are on your 3rd resubmission, just to check if you're on the right track or not. But yeah, always with that first submission, just give it your absolute best, and the assessor will definitely give you the relevant feedback for that. Any more questions from anyone? Have you got anything more to add, Morgan, that you can think of?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, if that's everything, and I hope we've answered all your questions to the best of our ability. If you do have specific questions ever, please email your mentor is probably the quickest way to get a response. And definitely book in a chat with them so you can just chat more generally. But sometimes you might be waiting a week or 2 weeks before you can get a booking with your for a telephone chat with your mentor. But definitely just reach out, just send an email if you've got any questions at all. We're always happy to support you and answer any questions that you might have. So if there's no more questions today, I would like to thank you all for taking the time out to join us today. As I said before, this session is recorded, so if you jumped on late, you can always watch it back from the beginning, see if there's anything that you'd missed. And again, thank you all for studying with MCI. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you everyone, and congratulations again to all of our competition winners.